Welcome back, everybody. Another fun-filled day of assembly. I'm just cleaning up our valve covers right now. I'm going to be sticking them in the parts washer. Not really a real informative day, I guess. We're going to be trying to get our return lines on. I'll show you that. I apologize if I didn't capture enough on the injector install. I should have at least videoed that, but I didn't. I guess I got sidetracked and was all involved in cleaning and assembly and everything like that, so I just forgot about it, to be honest with you. So we'll continue on this and check back with you whenever something good pops up. But for right now, it's just cleaning, so I'm not really going to video none of that or nothing. So we'll check back with you after a while. Okay, first step, we're going to be pulling these little plugs out right here. Take your pair of needle nose, stick in there, gently pull them out. You don't have to go in there and be all He-Man on it. Okay. Now, this right here. You have your banjos, what they call banjos. See that little notch right there? They fit in just like this. Just like that. Sometimes you might want to just squeeze them just a little bit to kind of put a little tension on there. That way they'll stay put. Then this part right here goes into the head. So we're going to do the same thing, just a little bit of a squeeze that has a little bit of a spring to it. Holds it right on there. Now, one little thing I want to tell you too, these return line bolts, these right here are not stock. These are from Merchant Automotive. And what's special about these is you have a raised head where these are Allen bolts. I hate Allen stuff. It's such a pain in the butt, but the stock ones are so much more shallow. These Merchant Automotive ones give you a lot more meat right here. That way your socket and your head will fit farther into it. Gives you more meat to grab a hold of, less likely to strip out. There's no performance gain whatsoever with these. It's just simply ease of use. So just go ahead and put these in. That one. Okay. Ready to go. Don't put anything on them. You don't put any kind of anti-seize, nothing. You just put them in dry. These will torque to 144 inch-pounds. Goes in just like that. Get one started here. Others will follow. So, see, you want to clear up top here. You can follow a line down. That one up there is just a normal bolt. That one also torques to 144 inch-pounds, not foot-pounds, inch-pounds. Big difference. If you don't have an inch-pound torque wrench, rent one, find a buddy, whatever. Don't do the old German torque system of good and tight. No, we don't do that here. Make sure it's right. Want to be a little bugger. There it goes. Kind of get them all snug first before you really cram down on it. That way the pipe itself, if it's wanting to pull one way or another, it can all kind of settle down evenly, and you don't have one section of pipe pulling which way or what have you. It's just another precaution step to take. Again, I mean, if this thing leaks, you're really not going to know it until you go check oil or your next oil change and the thing smells like daggone diesel fuel pouring out of it. It's not like it's your grandpa's old New Holland or something. You beat it to fit, paint to match. That's it. That's all it takes. Turn the lines on up here. We're gonna go ahead and do the other side and continue on. Just a little information for you. These lines are ambidextrous, meaning they can go from one side or another. It's not like this side is made for the driver's side only. If you remember me saying that these heads are ambidextrous as well, they will interchange from side to side with a simple change of the freeze plugs on the ends here. That's the only difference. Just a simple change of the freeze plugs, and you can go from left to right side. Same way with the lower valve covers. The upper valve covers, yes, they are side specific, so it doesn't matter which side goes where. So what we're going to do is we end up getting some new standoffs here for our lower valve cover part right here. So we'll go ahead and put those in. I got these cleaned up. It's stained, so it might not look the cleanest, but it's as good as it gets. So get these gaskets in, get this thing on. Okay, everybody, here's your little tidbit here that I just figured out. That right there is what's holding that up. So you make sure you turn this thing around, get you some clearance, Now what we can do, take these off right here and get our wiring harness on. If I turn it around right, it goes on just like that for our injectors. Does not matter where these go, just as long as you get them on there, your wiring harness will tell you which one goes where. So all these plugs are universal per 4. It's gonna be 4 of these, 2 per side. So I'm gonna get these cleaned up, put them on, and go from there. Okay, we're gonna be got this side done right here for the electrical lines, wires, whatever. Going to your injector. I'm going to be doing the other side. Should look something like that whenever you're done. Let's go to the other side and kind of do a little rundown on how I do it. I've already got some RTV in place. Go ahead and take these bolts out here. This is where the mount goes. Okay, whenever you put these on, reason why I put a little RTV, this still got a little stuff on it there. It's no big deal. But put your little RTV around this because this will collapse over time if you're not using new ones. So put me just a little bit down there. Set that right in there just like this. Kind of help it a little bit. 10mm bolts. Get them started. Okay. And then with these, I don't know if a real true torque spec on them. The nip or the bolts right here, those are brass, so very fragile. I'm using a 9/32 to put these things in. Just run them on by hand. Be careful. Do not strip this out. Do not screw this up, because there is no going back after this. If you do, that means you're going to have to pull the injector back out, send it back off, because that top hat is your solenoid. And you don't need to, put the old German torque sequence on it, because you'll strip these things out right now if you do. So I know you might want to crank down on it, because you don't want to just snug it. That's all you want to do. That's it. Go any more than that, you're hurting threads. That's it. That's all you gotta do. I'm gonna do the other one. I can get it started. Blame the thing. If you feel the least little resistance by putting these on, you might be cross-threading it. I would stop and do it again. And if you have questions of, okay, what if you crisscross these, swap these? Doesn't matter. As long as you got these two yellow ones, supposed to be yellow. Yellow one's going to this one, two red ones going to this one, you're good. At that point, it doesn't matter. Okay, that's it. From there, I'm not going to put the top valve cover, even though we are ready for it. Everything that you see here is ready to rock and roll. The reason why I'm not going to do that is I'm going to keep these caps on as long as I can until we're ready for we get the feed lines all cleaned up. We're going to stop right here and call it good for right now. So yeah, that's pretty well as far as I can really go until we get everything cleaned up there. We'll be getting these ultrasonic cleaned. Get them all dressed up nice and pretty. These were brand new lines 2 years ago, so that's why I'm not going to replace them. If they was probably any older than that, I'd probably replace them, but I don't feel as if there's enough corrosion or anything that would truly hurt these things. So just a matter of cleaning it up, make it look good. We'll be ready to rock and roll. So I think what I'm going to do now, my next little thing, is cleaning this little dude up here. I ended up buying an engine from Virginia some time ago, and this was actually one. This was just supposed to be a core engine. I bought it just for the sole fact of where I knew I had a cracked head, and I wanted some extra parts to go along with the main girl back here. So I think eventually I'd like to send the block off the machine shop and get it looked over. It seems like it's a pretty stout, well, solid engine that could easily be rebuilt. I'd say I'd probably give this thing a couple more years, couple more 1,000 miles. I was looking at the cylinder walls, something that I didn't record that I should have. They're getting there. It's fixing to be time. I did a compression test before I tore it all the way down, and everything still was well within factory specs. So I think we'll just play it by ear and go by compression, and also depending on how much blow by might show up throughout time, and that'll be a determining factor on whether or not a new short block will be rebuilt. Don't really want to do that anytime soon, just for the pocketbook. You know, that stuff is pretty expensive. So appreciate you guys tuning in this evening, and I'll probably be just kind of scuffing this up. This seems to be powder coated, so I might just scuff this up real good, paint the old Chevy orange to match. I was running the old the stock intake horn. I'll show you. I didn't really realize how much of a difference there is between the two. Even just the neck itself is just bigger. See how it necks down from here to here? This is all the same size, as you can see. So that might give you a little bit, probably not much, but we're gonna at least make it look legit. So, all right, well, y'all take her easy, and we'll see you next time.